1 year into office, the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority says it has transformed service delivery, digitized operations, expanded access, and significantly increased revenue. The DVLA describes this period as reform-driven and citizen-focused. But many of these reforms remain unfinished, delayed by parliamentary approval, contested in court, or yet to be felt on our roads. With that backdrop, we ask, has there been real transformation, or was the authority only chasing headlines? Kemini Amano. My next guest is CEO of the Driver Vehicle Licensing Authority, Julius Nikwe Kote. He returns to the program to tell us whether ambition is running ahead of systems, the law, and the everyday experience.
This is the banking app that makes you live a lot more. Even when the family is apart, connection is just a tap away with the Stanbic app.
That's my daughter. Oh! I've got this.
Yay! You are the best!
Thank you.
What do you wait for? You don't know, you don't go listen anything. Every day, I beg. Why? The water be free.
Ghana Water Disconnection Team.
Level up to one secure experience and do more with the Stanbic Bank app.
Grandma,
What a lucky man.
oh yeah, guy!
And with Spend Insights, you instantly understand your spending, so planning becomes effortless. Download the Stanbic app now on the Google Play and Apple App Store.
Is everything okay?
Oh my God.
It's the final showdown. 3 amazing female songstresses and 3 unique male powerhouses, all geared up to win big. Over 200,000 Ghana cedis prize package at stake. Who becomes the breakout star? Join us at the National Theatre on Sunday, the 25th of January at 7 p.m. Rate 50 Ghana cedis. Performing live our very own Romeo Swag, DSL, and other surprise act. Don't miss the special night where a new star will be born. Could it be Achedie, Andy Kwams, Ivy Hollis, Kweku Shai, Tiki, or DNA? Grab your ticket now at the front desk of TV3 Mentor 14, the breakout edition. Powered by Shaltox Lozenges.
Brought to you by
Origin,
Fratelli Calipo,
Darling Lemon Drink,
Darling XYZ Wine,
and Napa Foods.
Dragnet.
Our mission here at TV3 is that the new
The Breakout Edition is heating up, and your votes are the power behind every performance. This season, your vote doesn't only keep your favorite contestant on the stage, it also gives you the chance to win big. The voter who sends in the highest number of votes by the end of the season walks away with the brand new NASCO chest freezer. It's simple. Pick up your phone and vote for your favorite contestants to the short code on your screen, and keep those votes coming. Support your star, boost their journey, and you just might walk away with a super cool freezer. Mentor, discovering the next big star and rewarding you for believing.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. The stage is set. It's the final showdown. 3 amazing female songstresses and 3 unique male powerhouses all geared up to win big. Over 200,000 Ghana cedis prize package at stake. Who becomes the breakout star? Join us at the National Theatre on Sunday, the 25th of January at 7 p.m. Rate 50 Ghana cedis. Performing live our very own Romeo Swag, DSL, and other surprise act. Don't miss the special night where a new star will be born. Could it be Achene, Andy Kwams, Ivy Hollis, Kweku Shai, Tiki, or DNA? Grab your ticket now at the front desk of TV3 Mentor 14, the Breakout Edition. Powered by Shaltox Lozenges.
Brought to you by
Origin,
Fratelli Calipo,
Darling Lemon Drink,
Darling XYZ Wine.
and
Chidozie, welcome to Hot Issues.
Thank you, my sister Kamini.
I want us to start off with the happenings now, particularly how the DVLA landed in court. Where does the story begin?
Let me say a very good afternoon to all viewers, to Mr. President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, our mother, Jane Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman, my mother, Dr. Valerie Sawyer, Mr. Julius Debra, the Chief of Staff, and all top government officials, including my minister, Honorable Joseph Bukari Nikbe. Thank you, my sister. In the year 2019, from what I read in office, the report I read, in the year 2019, the DVLA wanted to enhance the aluminium quantity of number plates. So there was a restrictive tender to award a contract to a company to do that project. Now, a German company by name Tongis applied for it, but there was another company in Ghana called Omel. They also applied. About 8 companies applied for it. They went through the procurement process, went through all the process available, and the company called Omel won.
Which is the original manufacturing embossment limited.
Exactly,
okay.
Omel. So Omel won this company, and the contract was signed for Omel 26th of November 2024.
Okay.
The contract was signed for Omel 26th of November 2024. Then they said I don't even want power. So when I got into office, we want to change the number plates because my sister, trust me, IOCO will write to you, National Security will write to you, police will write to you, BNI will write to you, and it's an affront on the works of DVLA that sometimes the cars are on the streets with number plates, but we don't have information on them. So one may ask, how? Because there are about 154 companies that do embossment of number plates. They emboss number plates. And, I mean, how do they emboss number plates? They are scattered all around the country. You go there, you give them the number, they don't do any background checks, they don't request for any documentation. All they do is that they want money, so they'll just emboss the number they want from you. Assuming I have an issue with you, and I know your car number, and I want to deal with you, I am an armed robber. What happens? I'll go and emboss your number, use it for armed robbery, leave the car over there for traces. And then the DVL and police will deal with you. You don't know anything about it. So the era where anyone, anywhere has a machine so can emboss number plates is what we want to do away with.
Okay, so how is Omel changing the system?
So this is what happened. So when we got into office, I announced on a program. I think I had an interview with Umaru Sanda. That was the first time I announced that the DVLA is going to change the number plates first. Secondly, we want to award the contract of number plates to VACO. Then again, change the year of registration off. We'll take it off the number plates. Then make it RFID chip embedded number plates, where there will be a scanning device with the security operatives, and they can do what? They can scan to know who is driving the car or who registered the car. Then I received a call from a paramount chief of Akwatia. He's called Nana Dasibre. He said he wants to have a meeting with us. So he came to the office. I was there, my deputy was there, my board chairman, everybody was there. Then he came to meet us. That he has a contract which was signed for him 24th of November 2024.
Because he owns Omel.
He owns Omel. And that he has made so much investment and is willing to work. I said, oh, what we are going to do, we want to put RFID in it to enhance the security features of the plate. He said, oh, for him, he's not an expert when it comes to RFID. So he made mention of we did our background checks and realized that the Genvit of China, the UTA of Poland, and then the Tongis of Germany are the experts when it comes to RFID chip embedded number plates.
All right, so just slow it down for me. Omel's original contract was to do what?
Omel's original contract, signed on the 24th of November 2024, was for him to emboss and enhance 2.2 number plates, 2.2 million number plates.
What were the enhancements in that contract?
The aluminum quantity we have currently they wanted to make it 90% of the plate.
Okay.
So they want to enhance the aluminum quantity of the number plate. That is.
So that was not a digitized contract?
No, it was a digitized contract.
Fast forward to today. What is the contract saying now?
So the contract is still in place. He's made his investment and everything. So a company called Vermac. It will interest you to note that the owner of Umel is also part of Vermac.
The Association of Vehicle Embossers.
Yes.
Okay.
And all those he had who went to bid for that contract, Nana Dasibre, Bediaku, Derek Danso, and other people, they are all part of Vermac. And they all went to bid for the contract and Umel won. Now, they came to me that I shouldn't allow Umel to work. I said, why can't I allow him to work? They couldn't give me any reason. And after some of the allegations they made, this is a very big platform, I'm not going to make those allegations here. But I asked them, if you had won, would you have come back to me to tell me that I shouldn't allow you to work? And why shouldn't I allow the man to work? They didn't say anything. Vermac executives now came to me that they have not been consulted. I said, oh, how? Nana Bediaku, who told us that he's the chairman of Vermac, is part of our technical team. All the designs we did in-house, the new number plate design, we never went in for any consultancy. There was no consultant anywhere. We used our directors, in-house directors, Mr. Kafui and the corporate team. They did the design. We were all seated. The chairman of Vermac, Mr. Bediaku, that's what he made us to believe. He was part of the technical team. During the measurements, put this here, let's put the coat of arms here, let's take it off, let's put the grand flag here, the measurement, everything, he was part of our technical team. So we saw him as a representative of Vermac. Now, so if you tell me you won't be consulted, I still don't understand. Then they come to me that they want to be part of the contract. And I told them that, okay, before I got into office, the contract has been signed. And the contract has been signed to one of them. Go and meet the man. Have a discussion with him. Whatever the conclusion will be, come back to me with the man. Let's see how best we can sit down. If he wants you guys to do it, I mean, we have a way to talk around it. I personally picked my phone in front of them and called the man that your colleagues are here, they want to be part of the new number plate because, and I told them, she said, I don't have a contract with them. I have a contract, the contract we've seen, it's only for Umel to emboss and enhance 2.2 number plates. So they should come and see you. My sister, they've not gotten back to me, and all I had was a press conference against me. Okay, let's take a few. Now they are in court.
Let's take a few issues one after the other. You said Umel had told you that they don't have the capacity for the radio frequency identification.
Exactly.
Right. So, in terms of now your intention to digitize, what role is Umel playing there?
You know, there are 3 stages with the number plates.
Okay.
Embossment of number plates is different from manufacturing of number plates.
Okay.
So Umel was given a contract to manufacture and emboss. You know, manufacturing of the plate is different from putting number on the plate. Putting number on the plate is the embossment level. But manufacturing is where you manufacture to get the plate. Now, DVLA is taking it upon itself, because we want to tighten the security, to now give you the RFID, which you account for in return of the plate. So when we give you the RFID, you put it in the plate, you do embossment for us, then you bring the plate back to us. We scan to know whether what you've given to us is exactly what we give to you, is exactly what you've returned to us. Then we send it to the market. So he was given a contract to manufacture,
to do the embossment
and emboss 2.2 million number plates.
But 2.2 million number plates.
Yes.
How many number plates do you usually need in a year?
In a year, we do more than 100,000.
100,000. So this 2.2 million number plates could be a multi-year contract.
Yes.
I see. Until he's able to reach the 2.2 million.
Exactly.
So what happens to the other embossers or embossment companies based on this contract?
What I saw or what I read through to understand was that, you know, LIPMA, License Plate Manufacturers Association, and Vermac are all virtually the same people. So giving a contract to Lipman was just like giving a contract to Vermag. Because they do the license plate manufacturing and Vermag does the embossment. So I think then, I'm not holding breath for anyone, I wasn't there, but I think giving it to Mr. Dasibre Omel was just like giving it to Vermag. Because when you go and check, when you do your check at the Registrar General, you realize that the 3 people that went to form open the company, Mr. Dasibre is one of them. That opened the Vermag company is the beneficiary of Vermag.
So in your opinion, Omel winning the contract is just like Vermag winning the contract.
Exactly.
But they are in court. So Omel has joined the suit as a defendant.
Yes, because I think he's part of the company, but he wasn't informed they were going to court.
I see. This will be a complicated legal matter if it should come up in court. But what do you think about this embossment now going to one company? How helpful is it for the Ghanaian consumer?
In terms of security, it will help the Ghanaian consumer. In terms of security, it wouldn't be an era where anyone anywhere out there will be embossing number plates. Anybody out there. We went to Nigeria. The entire Nigeria, they emboss number plates only at one place. Then they do distribution. We went there, one of my directors took a picture. His phone was seized and he was asked to take the picture off from his phone. They searched us thoroughly before. But here, just go to any DBLA office. Around it, everybody is embossing number plates. That number plate you are embossing is a security document. You don't just allow anyone anywhere out there to emboss it. We need to be cautious and be circumspect about who embossed number plate for who. Because, trust me, there was an armed robbery issue in Tema. When they called, I told them that the number they are giving to me is a fake number. They didn't understand how, from my sleep, I could say which number is fake and which one is not fake. But I've been in DBL before I was appointed there. I did my service there. My sister, whenever you see a car, like it has the prefix CR, that is Central Region, and then you see in the 9,000 column, the car is a fake car. That number plate is fake. Ask me why. Because Central Region, not in any year, will get to 9,000 with registration of cars. So immediately I told them that the number plate they have is fake. So we went to the office with my directors. The letter was there, police brought the letter, we made a search, and it was fake. About 5% of cars we have in the system are using fake number plates for all manner of things in society.
5% of all vehicles in our system.
I'm telling you, they've not paid duty. There are several ways they use to get the number plates. One, sometimes they move through the police stations. Cars that are involved in accidents and are beyond repair, they look at their number and go and emboss. They go to the farmlands. You will see that the farm equipments don't come back onto the streets. They do what? They emboss their plates. There's a way they do it. They photocopy the custom documents, call their guys who bring cars that do not pay duty, and look at the same number. The current issue we are dealing with is a police officer from Kasoa who did the same thing, custom documents, Kia Sorento, and they went to fake it and clone the numbers and came to DVLA for registration.
And with this new system, because of the RFID, we're going to do away with this.
Yeah, but there's a cloning detector as part of the system. There's RFID billboards which will be mounted at various highways. You are passing with a number that is not in our system. It sends a signal to our command center for you. The new, toll booth coming. We are in touch with the Ghana Highway Authority, and they need RFID chip embedded number plates to be able to communicate with the toll system that is coming. So we have no option than to move, because Ghana must move. Not because one person, two people. Well, the first issue Vermag raised was that they are not ready. Ghana should give them 1 year before they go and get the machines. Not because you are not ready, Ghana should not move in terms of development.
I mean, so from what you're telling me, then this will not threaten any jobs as far as Vermag is concerned.
No, it will not threaten any job. You see, Vermag must just approach the issue with humility and stop the pride.
What does that mean?
One of you has won a contract. You want to be part of that contract. Consult the man. Go to him. Talk to him. Talk to him. You don't come to DVLA to threaten us. I didn't sign the contract. I've not cancelled the contract. The contract was signed before I got into office, and I can't go and cancel the contract for any judgment debt. Even if you want us to amend the contract, there are ways and means by which you go by the.
What is this contract worth?
I don't understand if
How much is the contract?
Oh, the prices of our is 2.2 million, and they were embossing at. They were giving it to us at 155 Ghana cedis. So you can imagine.
I see. Very well, because I want to understand what's attractive about the contract.
You see, they made other allegation that we didn't allow them to work this year for the number plate. They had a meeting. They know we had all the minutes and the audios. They had a meeting and said to their members that none of them should go and open their office on the 2nd of January. 2nd of January is our peak season. So that DVLA will be embarrassed and I will also be embarrassed. So I will not be able to have plates for our clients out there.
That's an allegation you are making against them.
I'm coming. And lo and behold, on the 2nd of December, they closed their shops.
And you are saying it was intentional?
Yes, because we have the audios. They all closed their shops. No shop was working. We had to struggle to get the Umel man to emboss the plates for us so we can distribute to all our office. Because what they do is that every Vermac person has the office is been distributing plates to. But they told their people not to open.
They went on strike.
They went on strike.
I see.
On the 2nd of January, sorry.
Let me rein you back in, right? I do want us to look at the new system because we know that you've been asking your drivers who registered their vehicles pre-2023 to return and then move on from the manual system to the digitized system. But I want us to start with the RFID.
Okay, that's what we are saying now. We call it the onboarding.
The onboarding, yes. We'll come to the onboarding, but let's start off with the registration number, please, right? Mm-hmm. Who is going to be keeping my data? When I bring my vehicle, a tracking is put on my vehicle. Who is going to keep my data?
Currently, DVLA keeps your data.
How safe is my data with DVLA?
Your data has always been safe with DVLA.
Yeah, but now
as information link before
hang
DVLA.
on. The RFID will give you real time where this vehicle is, which is what you said will help with security. My concern as a consuming public is that I want to know that I'm safe. Nobody can go to the DVLA and find out where I am at any point in time.
Mind you, we are guided by data protection law.
Okay.
So we have lawyers who are also working on it. The LI is 8 days in Parliament. We need 21 days of maturity in Parliament, and we'll be able to cross 8 days. It was passed. It was laid on the same day the mother law was passed. That's the motor riding, the commercialization of motor riding. But we got that one for certificate under agency. So that one was passed on that same day. But the LI itself is going through the 21 days of maturity. We'll be able to do 8 days, and we are left to 13 days. When Parliament is coming back, I think on the 3rd of February, we'll take it from there. So we are waiting for the 13 days for the maturity date. Then we take it from there.
In the meantime, you have started onboarding.
Onboarding started in 2023 December. February.
Okay.
So onboarding started before the NACB came to power. But people don't understand. And I mean, some quotes were affiliated to me. I don't even know where they are coming from. My sister, onboarding, let me make it very clear. Onboarding started February 2023. Then they say I don't even want power for me to be appointed. This is what the onboarding is about. The system was being done manually. Now, there was a contract which was signed in 2016 for automation. They started it and they started a contract around 2023. Okay. From 2023, they said, okay, we have been able to make all the manual documents digital. Kimeni, my sister, come and identify that, okay, this is Kimeni, this is your document. Let's link it together. Let's make it one. That is the onboarding. This thing started 2023. There hasn't been any anxiety, any pressure from us that you should do it before you get anything done. All that we are saying is that when we start with the new number plate system and you've onboarded, it will be very easy for you to go through the process. When you have not done that, it will take some time for you to go through the process. So when you're going to do your road ready, you do your onboarding. This is all we said. Right.
So if this started from 2023, what percentage have you been able to onboard? So
far, they've been able to do more than 2 million cars.
2 million cars.
Yes.
And as far as you are concerned, how many are outstanding to be onboarded?
Even after the new scheme, last week I was reading a report which says that people are really doing it. I can't really be specific with the actual number that is left, but percentage I can say about 70 to 80% have been done.
Does the DVLA know for sure how many cars are in our system?
Not accurate.
Not accurate.
Because some people engage in, there are some accidents that people do not report. Some accidents happen, some cars are no more on the streets and people do not report. Some people change their car colors and they don't report to DVLA. So not accurate, but we have around an approximate figure.
What's the approximate figure of the number of cars that are... Fine, you look for that for us.
I'll get it for you right now.
Indeed. But while you're looking for that, right...
the approximate figure for private cars are 2,227,000.
That is non-commercial vehicles.
That's for private
cars.
And then for commercial vehicles, they are close to 1.8 million.
1.8 million. So you still have quite an outstanding number of people to be onboarded.
This what I've mentioned to you, the tricycles are not part, the motorbikes are not part.
I see. So when a driver is onboarded onto the digital system,
exactly,
right? Does it cost them more?
Does it cost them more?
Yes. Does it cost any money to be onboarded as far as the public is concerned?
Exactly. It costs some money to be onboarded. And the reason being is that most of the cars we have do not have titles. So when you onboard, you are being given a card which serves as and then another document which serves as the title of the car. So now the car is in your name, it's yours. A car without title, you can't really be sure if it's yours or not.
Which one is the title?
When you onboard, they give you a card.
The Form C?
No, not Form C. They give you a card.
Okay.
A card which is like a license. Yes, the one, and then they give you another Form C which has your information on it.
But when we come and register our cars, why don't you give us that?
From 2023, they begin in.
I see.
Yes, from 2023, it started before we got into power. That has been the process.
And so for no fault of us, right? It is not our fault that pre-2023 you didn't give us titles upon registration of our cars, right?
Yeah.
And then you tell me, I have a new system. Come and then let me put you on this new system. And when I show up, you charge me for it. It's not my fault. Why are you charging me for it?
But do you know you're supposed to register your car with a title?
But you didn't give me when I came to register my car. Why didn't you give me when I came to register my car?
And they are rectifying it.
And it shouldn't cost the public money, should it?
Because no, the DVLA then made an investment. Is the card is expensive, titles are expensive. I think that is why they are charging the public.
So how much is that?
I don't have the figure, but it's 400 and something, 448 also.
That's a lot of money.
I agree.
It's too much money.
I agree. It was not before I got into power. And
but why can't you do something about it?
I don't control how much charges DVLA charge the public. It's Parliament that controls it. I don't have any control over that. If you want to do even if I want to increase one cedi or decrease one cedi, you have to go and see the legislative committee of Parliament, the fees and charges. I don't have any control over that.
We hope that as you are seeking amendments and maturity of amendments, you would have added it that the onboarding fee is too much for the consuming public. But you didn't do that. You didn't give it a thought, did you?
You must know when I was appointed and when.
Let's move on from that.
You must know when I was appointed and when the fees and charges was done.
I want to look at some of the things that you have done. I will come back to the RFID and the issues of the court, right? But you tell us that revenue has increased by some 39%.
Yeah.
How was this revenue increase achieved?
I think it's some of the loopholes that we were able to block, especially at the port of entry. That's Tema Port and Takoradi Port. When we got into government, I read a report which says that at the end of every month, the number of plates we're issuing, the number of DP stickers, DP plates were issuing at the port was 1,800. The highest they've done then was 1,900. But when you read the customs ICOMS, it will tell you that customs releases sometimes about 10,000 cars. So you ask yourself, the 8,000 plates, where are they going to? Then I went to the port in the month of February to visit them, 2025 to visit them. And then I had to talk to some of them and do some little skirmishes over there. The next month report that came, the number went to 5,000. But I was still advised that we can still get more cars, more plates over there. I realized the DVLA then had 12 companies. These companies were distributing number plates on behalf of the authority. So, per the research we did, it came out that these companies sometimes, is allegedly, they pass, because the number plates are being given to them, they pass behind the authority, the DVLA, and then go and deal direct with the agents. So Mother Ghana loses what we are supposed to get as a country. The DVLA doesn't also get what it's supposed to get. So I had to take a drastic decision by cancelling all the 12 companies, employ people to do the distribution on behalf of DVLA. And I'm so proud to announce that last year we did over 16,000. Since we introduced the DP stickers, the number keeps going from 10,000 upwards. And last month, in the month of December 2025, we did 16,000. So from 1,900 to 16,000.
The 16,000 is just December alone?
Yes, that's December alone.
Okay.
In November, it was close to 16,000. It has always been above 10,000 as we introduced that one. So it tells you that 13,000 amount money, where was it going to? About 6 to 8 million Ghana cedis. It was going to some people's pockets. And per the action we took over there, that money now comes to Mother Ghana. It's part of the loopholes we blocked. When we came into office, people had a way of manipulating the system. You go today, they'll give you license F today. Now I've told them that when you capture on the day one, and we are going for a last date, they should be captured again. That one also blocked some system, in some criminal activity in a way. Because you can imagine how the rate that people are involved in accidents. I'm going for license B. Then they will just pay. And they connect with my staff. I agree. They connect with my staff, with the Guru boys, and then they do what? They increase the amount, charge them, and then issue them with license C, license D, license F, which is dangerous for us. You must move from license B, be on it for 2 years before you go to C, be on it for 2 years before you can go to D.
I see. I'm going to come back to you and then we'll talk a bit more about the revenue, but we'll juxtapose it to cost of operations for the year under review and see where the DVLA is headed. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Welcome back. It's still hot issues here. My guest is CEO of the DVLA, Julius Nikwe-Kote. Thank you so much for your time. You've painted us a nice picture of revenue increase, 39%. But let's look at how it fits into your entire balance sheet, right? What was your cost of operation for the year?
The total cost of operation was around, last year was around 388 million.
388 million.
And then the target we're asked to do was around 500 million.
Okay.
But we did close to 900 million.
So you exceeded your target?
Yeah, we exceeded our target.
The DVLA is profitable?
Yes, profitable.
But is this profitability being carried by the increase in the service you give the public, or is only because you have plugged loopholes like you have indicated previously?
Blocking loopholes is a clear reason. Then we know sometimes it's not about profitability alone. It's about safety issues as well. Sometimes when you invest in safety issues, those ones you don't get direct with things. But the health of the nation is very, very important and paramount. So we invest in safety, and then we also look at blocking loopholes. The loopholes at the port, my sister, wasn't easy.
I see.
It wasn't easy.
I see.
You can imagine when you go in for, you bring 20 cars and go and buy only 2 DP stickers, DP plates. You take the 2 plates in for the 2 cars. You come back, come and take other 2. They come back, come and use the same plates for the other 2. That's what they were doing.
How has your operation over the year taken into account affordability of your service?
You see, when people say that our services are expensive, expensive is relative though, but it's because of the guru guys, I would say. Because for you to acquire a license, you don't even need thousands of cedis to acquire a license. When you go through the right approved way, you don't even need thousands of cedis to acquire a license. But a guru guy will charge someone 2,500 cedis to acquire a license. I remember somebody wanted a personalized identification number. And the guru guy they went to deal with is called Julius. So later when the complaint came that the person charged 14,000, and that Julius charged 14,000, I was like, which Julius is that? Lo and behold, the Julius face law for Accra is from Takrady. That guru guy Julius charged 14,000. But the perception was that Julius charged 14,000, and I'm Julius. So I had to go into the issue. So the service for you to get a personalized identification number, that's maybe you write your name on your car. It's just 8,000. But someone out there will charge you 15,000, 16,000. So to what
extent over the year have you dealt with the guru boys?
I have placed all charges at the premises. I have done public engagement, public education in all regions. I've met stakeholders and said to them, for instance, you see, as for the guru boys, you arrest them today, tomorrow they are there. You arrest them today, tomorrow they are there. So you use scientific and innovations to take them out. We are not going to use any police or any brutality. No. Let's use scientific
Have you implemented some of these scientific ways to deal with guru boys?
Yes.
So what I'm asking is...
Like I said, blocking the system where you cannot do license F straight.
Okay.
Which they were doing.
I see. So to what extent would you say then now that you have been able to reduce activities of guru boys?
We have been able to reduce activities of guru boys, but not completely.
Not completely.
Not completely. And I can't give you the extent, but I can tell you that we are doing well with regards to that. And we also believe in engagement. I've engaged they have a union.
The guru boys have
an
union.
association. I've met them, spoken to them, and led by Solar Norma Eco. I've spoken to them. They are spokesperson is even a lawyer.
What did you speak to them about? Because this...
No, I met them with my technical team and then told them what they were doing. I was able to address the challenge, and they were, you see...
But are they legally recognized?
No.
So why did you meet them?
Yeah, so, Kimani, sometimes you don't use... It's not always that you use brutality to get people out.
Right.
Sometimes you use dialogue and understanding to get people out. That is the approach we are using now.
Did it work?
Yes, it's working. Because when you look at the infiltration of guru, it's minimized.
Okay.
It's minimized, and we'll do well. We are still on it. It is not an easy battle. But for a 37-year-old boy, then Julius, to be appointed to take about 8 million Ghana cedis from people who have been taking this money every day from the port, it's not an easy task. If you don't have someone who understands you, a president who will give you the listening ears, just 2-3 days you'll be changed.
I see. Let's stay on the subject of licenses. How long are people waiting for their licenses under Ekote administration? So
when we got into office, 1.5 year backlog of licenses was not printed, about 444,000. We came to print all using the 24-hour project or the 24-hour system. I got guys, workers, divided them into 3, 8 to 2 p.m., 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., 10 p.m. to the next day, 8 p.m. to clear all. But you see, there is something that this government has introduced, which I think my senior finance minister made mention of. Office of, what do you call it, the value for money. We have what we call commitment authorization. Now, with the coming in of the commitment authorization, whatever I want to do, how I'm going to spend my capex for the whole year, my everything for the whole year, you must write to the Ministry of Finance for you to be granted the commitment for authorization. Now, from there, you go to PPA for approval. And we got our commitment authorization around October last year. We went to PPA. As I speak with you now, PPA has also given us approval last year. We've gotten the lady to supply the consumables. So printing is underway.
So now
the cards are coming, and then we are changing.
Hang on, the cards are printing is underway for cards from which year?
Okay, so we did up to September last year.
Okay.
We did up to September last year. So I'm very sure by the end of next month we can do up to January. But we'll change the system.
January of 2026.
2026.
I
2026.
see. So,
but we'll change the system.
Okay.
I want to add some information to that.
Right.
We are engaging or want to introduce what we call the instant printing of cards. When you go to NIA, you can see that same day you get your card. But it will be done only for those people who are already in the system. You know, for the new learners or the ones coming in new, you must go to that 3 months training before you get the license being printed out for you. And I want to keep to that because it's the ISO standard. It's the international standard of acquiring license. You go through the 3 months process. But someone like you who has been in the system for a very long time, you've done renewal, you've done upgrade of license. I don't see why the DVLA must be keeping your license it comes to a backlog.
So when will the instant licenses start?
We've gotten the machines already.
Okay.
It's about installation and then training of our staff. So I'm not going to give any timelines, but very soon we'll start to communicate to the public.
I see.
For instant printing of cards.
For instant printing of cards.
For only old holders of license, not the new ones.
Not new ones.
Yeah.
I see. So, for instance, if you're you already have a driver's license,
and then you are
renewing.
Yes, you are
not first-time license.
Not first-time license.
Applicants.
Applicants.
I see. That's interesting. But this 24-hour system that you created, you have explained that you use that system to clear the backlog which you came to meet prior to your appointment. Now that you've been able to clear that backlog, what happens to that 24-hour system you have created? Is there still demand for it?
There's still demand for cards. The demand for cards is not something you can think about.
So your 24-hour office?
The 24-hour office, let me state this, that we started the 24-hour office in Adenta.
Yes.
The Adenta is the first office that I came to open. And it has nothing to do with any SWAL government. The building we used is a building which belongs to the Ministry of Transport. It was given to us freely because our minister, Mr. Bukari Joseph Nikwe, is someone who doesn't believe government must be paying government institutions. So he gave us that office, and that office is where Ayalolo was commissioned. That's the Ayalolo office. But the building is for Ministry of Transport. Ayalolo concept goes under the Ministry of Local Government, but the building itself is for Ministry of Transport. So he gave it to us, and which was commissioned by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in 2016 before leaving office. So that's the building we started with. And last year we opened 10 offices all across. Some were ultra centers, some were our own stations.
Yeah. And you plan to expand the 24-hour service?
Yes, we are doing it for all regional offices.
Is there demand for around-the-clock DVLA services around the country?
There's demand. Don't you always meet queue when you go to these offices?
So for instance, between midnight,
there is the demand.
I go to the head office.
I'm saying this to you because Adenta has proven that there is demand. You go there midnight, people are there for services.
Yeah, but you're doing this across the region, and I want to go back to the issue of Central Region. No, hang on. I want to go back to the issue of Central Region, which you admitted that even within a year they won't get to 9,000.
That is only for vehicle registration, not about licensing.
No, hang on. Right. So if even that can happen with vehicle registration, my question to you is whether or not there will be demand for a 24-hour service in an area like the Central Region. Will people demand your service between midnight and 6 a.m.?
So I think if you've read our communicate very well. We made mention of the fact that we are going to have extended services first.
Okay.
Then we'll look through the reports and see whether we need to extend further with the 24-hour or not. So we are going to have double shifts first before we go for the triple shift. So we are starting with 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. first, extended services first.
I see.
Then we will have to really look at it. You know, when you even look at the policy formulation, what do you call it? From agenda setting, you come to policy formulation, you come to policy implementation, you have to do policy review. So we will review that policy upon 3 months of taking effect to know whether we are supposed to do policy continuation or policy, we are maintaining it or we are cancelling it. So we are not there yet, but we'll get there.
I want to look at your role in road safety. You're digitizing your system, obviously you would improve record once the RFID comes and the anti-cloning detectors also come in. Have you, by the way, bought those machinery?
No, the procurement department is dealing with that.
Is dealing with that, okay. Right, but you have
we've gotten the handheld inspection device already.
Which will detect the cloned?
No, the handheld machine helps the PVTS. You know, because we don't do inspection, our charges are not the same with the PVTS. So someone in Accra will bag all the rickety cars, they are road ready, and take it to the north and go and do all the road readies and bring it down. Now we've gotten the handheld machines to make all our charges across board the same, so that there wouldn't be any need for you to bag any road ready from Accra and take it to the north again. Now every car will go through the road ready system. We've gotten an interface where we can sit in the comfort of our offices and look at which car is going to be granted road ready or not.
I see. That's important. You say you'd introduce the demerit point system.
Yeah.
Based on what?
When you go to UK and some developed countries, people are cautious when they are driving because they know when they go against the rules on the road, the law will deal with them. It should be applied in Ghana. The demerit point system is that at the end of the beginning of the year, you'll be given number of points on your license. They propose 60 points, and some offences will come with double points deduction. So assuming you have 60 points on your license, and you are able, you go through this, you do reckless driving, and we take the points from the system, and the system gets finished, you have to go back to the driving school. That's the
demerit point
That's the demerit point. That's what the policy says.
But why do they have to go back to driving school specifically?
Because you are not qualified to be on our road. We've warned you. We've warned you. We've taken points from you, and you are still driving reckless. And reckless driving is not safe on our roads. It doesn't make our roads safer. We need to make our roads safer for you and I.
I understand that,
Yes.
but that's the law say that.
So when you go back to the driving school, for you to learn, you know, we have also established a school. When I came to establish a school at DVLA, that's the DVLA Skills Development Center. Whether you come to us or the driving schools, you have to go through the driving training again.
So I think the point you're making is that you have to retrain and reacquire your license.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, and reacquire your license.
Okay. All right.
Because you've been reckless for a very long time. But for you to lose 60 points in a year tells us that you've been very reckless.
And when will that start? Well, what is the
It's
most
part
realistic?
of the new laws in Parliament.
I see.
When we get a 13 days maturity period, it's part of the laws.
I see. One of the things we also expect the DVLA to do is to have new licensing for the commercial Okada riders now.
Exactly.
What is the development on that?
So we went to Rwanda for an understudy tour. That's where my minister made the point that we are going to use the African solution for the African problem. What it means was that how Rwanda has been able to have this project done successfully, Ghana must emulate this same strategy. So in Rwanda, they have what we call cooperatives. And those cooperatives are what is used to man and check the services of the Okada riders. We are going to put ours under the district assemblies. So every Okada rider will identify himself if there's a lady or their ladies or herself under the cooperatives. I know people have raised the issue that there's freedom of association, but this is a policy. And what we're saying is that when you identify yourself under the cooperative, under the district assemblies. We'll now provide them with insurance. The insurance companies will be on board. When there's an accident, it will take care of that. Everyone will go through training. Every rider on the street will go through training before we issue license to you. You will need.
Have we determined what their licenses will look like?
Yes.
Okay.
Just that the design is not with me here.
The design is not with you. But
we are even changing the design we have now to enhance the security features of the new license we are bringing.
What about people who work with these rideshare companies? The app, the online drivers. They are also now supposed to have commercial licenses. What developments, or how are you preparing for that?
The ride-hailing issue is a little bit dicey,
right?
Because of the taxis and the issues the taxi drivers and the issues they are raising. I agree with them. There are some places you go and they will say taxis are not allowed, but the ride-hailing cars are able to pass through because of the number plates. But they pay for the number plates they are using. They use the white number plates, use the private number plates. They pay for it. And it's part of the ride.
But the law has reclassified them as commercial vehicles.
Yes, the law classified, but the law classified the activities as per the law. It's only one door that cannot be used for commercial. So people were talking about these Volkswagen cars that are coming and are involved in so much accidents on our streets. And I told them that the law says only one door cars cannot be used for commercial. So if you have your Escalade, you want to use it for commercial, I can't stop you. So the ride-hailing issue and our taxi issues is a very sensitive area. Which,
it looks like the DVLA will have to do more work on that.
Exactly, I agree with you.
In terms of determining the parameters of how far you can go.
It's under the RBDI, Business Development and Research and Innovation Directorate of the DVLA. And Mr. Zato is working seriously on it.
Are you scrutinizing more people who want to register their Toyota Voxes because of the recent warning from the Road Safety Authority?
We had a meeting with the Road Safety Authority, and they were of the view that why are we registering them commercial? Now, we pointed out what the law says. Now, some even registers private and still use it for commercial purpose. But that one, our presence is not felt at the lorry terminals. So another strategy needs to be adopted to check that. Yes, another strategy needs to be adopted to check that.
I see. Why will my driver's license expire on my date of birth? I can't seem to understand that.
But this is a sensitive question. Okay, let me tell you this. We introduced what we call the SMS system.
Okay.
Where we give 3 types of messages before your license expiration date. Yet people still tell us they forget. The only date in your life you don't forget is your date of birth. So I'm saying that your date of birth should be conterminous to the date of expiration for your license, so that you don't come and tell me that you've forgotten. Because trust me, do you know, a research was...
Wait, so hang on.
I'm coming.
If my date of birth is, say, 25th of December, 1999, right? It means if I come for a license today, my license will expire 25th of December when?
2 years' time. You go for license renewal every 2 years.
Right.
So then the sixth year, you do what you call replacement of license, because it's believed scientifically that people change every 6 years.
So on our birthdays, we should come and celebrate it in your office.
We are not saying on your birthday. We are saying that it will run around your birthday. So if, assuming I'm 29th of May and 30th of May, I know that 29th of May, 30th of May, I have to renew my license. Because that day is a day you don't forget in your life. It is done in the US, it's done in most developed countries. And we want to develop. We don't want to be where we are. I know it changes different.
I guess it will depend where in the US, because my license does not bear my...
I'm going to check in New York and you see.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you see, I'm coming. What I'm saying is that we thought the introduction of the SMS system will do away with people saying that they can't collect the day of expiration. But it didn't. I mean, still people are saying, I forgot it 3 times. So we'll give you messages 3 times. And people still say, you don't blame them. People still say, they've forgotten. And I'm saying, okay, then let us be content.
But you see, more importantly, we now need insurance as vehicle owners we have to, it is mandatory for us to use our Ghana card, but we also have to include that license that we get from you. So in terms of going to the insurance companies, assuming that one has expired before the other, like the dynamics of that, how will it, play out?
Insurance and licensing, the correlation is very little. Okay, the correlation is extremely little. Why am I saying this? The insurance company led by Madam Abiba herself has approached us that they want us to ensure that people have insurance before we give roadworthies to them. So insurance and license are not really.
So it shouldn't clash at all.
No, it shouldn't clash at all.
Very well. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you too. God bless you.
Thank you for the service to the nation. A year from now, we'll sit again and find out how far you've come again.
God bless us all. Thank you.
Indeed. Julius Nikwe Kote is CEO of the Driver Vehicle Licensing Authority. He's my guest this week on Hot Issues. If you missed this episode, there's a playback on all our social media handles, including YouTube. I'm Kemeni Amano, and this is Hot Issues. Bye-bye.